Ukulele?
No, it starts with a B.
Bingo?
And it's not like, no, it's...
Bingo was his name?
It's a singer. I think it's
Bon Jovi?
No.
Bono?
You're gonna laugh. Billy.
Billy Idol?
It's Billy. I think about
It's
like
kind
Billy
of
Ray Cyrus. And I
It's
think
kind of
about
a
Billy.
musical name.
And I think about
Billy. Hey, that works. You know what that reminded me
In
of?
my mind, I think of it
That
as
reminded
musical.
me totally of a Michael Scott, how he thinks of people. Do you know what I
Calls
mean?
them different things.
Yes, and then he goes, oh, he's got a musical name, blah, 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 Billy. Or it's something musical.
Yeah,
or,
he says it like totally.
yeah, that was totally a Michael Scott moment.
Well, I do love Michael Scott.
So,
All right, shall we?
we should.
Everyone's knitting!
What are you going to
Well,
do?
I'm pulling that out, so I can't knit on anything. I don't have anything to work on. This is also why I want this going, because I want a nice toque.
Yeah.
But I don't like those. I don't like any of that. So anyway,
Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Because I want to go in like 40 minutes.
Okay. Hey everyone.
Hey!
Welcome to Cozy Up Knits.
I'm Sarah. I'm Katie.
I'm Jamie. And that's all.
That's it. That's all.
That is
Grand's not even here.
Nope. She's getting ready and she's gonna peel potatoes.
Peel potatoes.
She didn't want to be behind us on the screen. So
We tried to tell her she wouldn't be in frame and she laughed at us because
Yeah.
I think she knows us too
I
well.
know better. Well, especially the other night we were here knitting, Sarah and we got on to watching and going back and watching our
yes.
old podcast with
We
Granny.
did.
Not like all of them, but just kind of like skimming through and seeing
Some of the beginning
like
ones,
6-7 years ago.
oh yeah.
And so many times Granny was on screen and
Yeah.
she's like, hey, you told me that you couldn't ever see me. I'm like, well,
And then we proceeded to tell her that she has her own following now.
exactly.
People
Like,
love you, Gran.
Gran, you're on screen. Don't worry about it.
I know when you guys did that and then you messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So then I went on and that night I literally sat and watched.
just seeing some of the old.
It was.
And it's actually interesting because we were doing that, and then what you're wearing today, Sarah,
yes,
you'll
it's
have
like
to tell.
a total throwback to those days because
Yeah.
this is when I knit
These
that.
were the well, no, you didn't. You just knit that recently.
Oh, this one, yes, but I had knit it
Yes,
before.
but we were all knitting Shannon Cook patterns
And Jane Richmond.
and Jane Richmond because
Yeah.
and we had their book, and Katie knit a bunch of tread hats, and I
Yeah.
knit a cardigan.
And I
that-
knit the mittens, which I gave to Debbie, and she was wearing them this year.
Yes.
And it was at the dance concert. She had them on her lap, and I was like, oh my gosh, I knit those.
knit
They're
those.
so pretty.
Yep.
That's so funny.
We love that book. So
Yeah.
that was what is the book called? It was an ebook, and it's by Shannon Cook and Jane Richmond. I can't quite remember the name of the book.
Oh, my phone's right there. I literally had it
Well,
up
Jane,
on
is it
Google.
like the
oh,
name
yeah.
of the book?
Yeah, because we were looking up the
What this was
because we
called.
couldn't remember
I think
who
I
designed
had-
this
I
one.
think
So-
I have the book.
This
Yeah.
is
Called
called
the Fireside Pullover. And I'm actually thinking of knitting another one.
Yes.
I want to knit another one for myself, but I think I'm going to knit one for Charlotte.
Oh.
Nope.
Is that-
Scroll up because it'll say it'll tell you that it's part of a within.
Part of a collection.
The book
Oh.
is called Within.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that now. And
That
it's
is
called,
such a
I
pretty
think we've
sweater.
almost knit
Yeah,
all the
like-
patterns in that book.
I think so. And like even Burn knit, didn't Burn knit a whole bunch
Tons of
shawls?
those shawls.
Yes.
The
And
Hudson.
Mom
The
knit
Hudson.
a couple Hudsons. I think did Chrissy knit a Hudson?
No, I gave her my Hudson.
Oh,
I don't think she knit one. She wasn't knitting then at that time.
Oh,
When she started knitting with us again, we were totally like we had knit all that stuff already.
I didn't screw up.
I don't think so.
You screwed
They're
it
all
up.
knitting. So that's what Sarah's wearing.
Yeah.
And then it is in Brooklyn tweed shelter.
Shelter in like that zebra.
Does that look familiar, Joy? That was good. Joy.
Oh right.
Yeah.
And then I stole a bunch. Thanks, Joy.
No, it was to us.
No, I know.
It was just in my basement.
Whatever.
It
You
wasn't-
think all those friends are only your friends.
They're all
So
my friends.
she doesn't like to share her friends with me.
Maybe you should social media. Just kidding.
Eh,
No, I'm done. I'm just kidding. And then
I don't like
I'm
to
not wearing
social.
anything.
I don't like to
You're
social
not
on the
wearing anything.
medias.
No.
you're normally wearing something, but
Oh, and I have my
Winter Whisper.
Winter Whisper.
Winter Whisper by Cozy Up Knits.
Yeah.
I
Not
haven't
blurry
worn that
flare.
in a while.
No, I haven't actually.
No.
I didn't know where it was. I found it. Well, Shara goes through my hats and like
Yeah,
she'll wear a different
Charlotte
hat every day,
loves her knits.
like a
I
different
know,
knitted
Sarah
hat,
needs
and then
to
I'm
knit
like,
for
oh,
something.
I want to wear this hat, and I never know where it is,
Yeah.
or it's wet still from school, or this or that. So
I think you should cast that sweater on this week.
like,
This weekend.
For Charlotte.
yeah, I probably could actually. I'll reprint off the
Just
pattern.
do it.
Do what I
Get
want.
it going.
Do what I want.
Do what you want, but get it going.
I gotta find it. It's already caked up too, so it's handy.
Oh, it'll be so nice. So hopefully next week Sarah will have something new.
I might have 2 things new next week.
Yeah, you might. You might.
Yeah.
Things are getting busy. Well, I'm wearing this, and I finally finished it. Last week it was pretty much
How many
done.
days have you been wearing that for? All of the days?
I finished it after the last week's podcast, and I haven't taken it off.
I wouldn't
It's
either.
beautiful.
I
love it, Jamie.
am so in love with this.
You're gonna
and-
give that to me, right?
Yes, one day.
I tried it on. OMG.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
have lived in it. So this is, if you're new,
Does it keep your neck nice and warm?
it keeps my neck so warm. You guys, I love it. This
so
is called
perfect.
Ilya by Boyland Knitworks, Caitlin Hunter, and it is knit out of alpaca yarn. I forget the name. I always forget when I get on here, but Moordale. There's something, and then
Way to
it's,
keep your ball bands.
it's something, and then it's the brand, and then this is the Moordale line.
I'm sure you
And
can
it has an
Google that.
alpaca. Yeah,
and you'd
I
find
do it every
Yeah.
time. I type in like Moordale British yarn, and then it comes up with the right Rowan. It's Rowan.
Oh, Rowan. Yeah.
Rowan. That's what it is, and I got it at Hippie Strings, our local yarn shop, and I love it. I love it with all my heart.
Yeah.
I haven't taken it off.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's soft. It's cozy. I would knit it again. That is it.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I finished that.
I also
and then,
have socks on, but I really don't want to lift my leg up.
No, we all.
They're my self-striping socks, the
Good.
Walking Dead, kind of the graphic novel
Yeah.
colorway
Blue
one.
and
with
red.
Blue, red, gray, light gray, self-striping. Mom knit them for me. Those ones.
Those ones. You know those ones.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I think just housekeeping stuff. We're finishing up Clue 4 this week.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's dry here.
Wow.
We went from 2 weeks
Yeah.
of super
Yes.
humid, foggy weather
Yeah.
to like insta dry.
Ugh.
My nose has been bleed. Like my
My
nose
kid's
doesn't
nose is-
actively bleed,
Brennan's
Yeah.
is
but
really-
the inside when I blow my nose, it's just TMI.
Yeah.
It's just I'm so dry.
Yeah, no, I know Brennan has a couple times. I had to put the humidifier in their room.
Yeah.
Like, it's so dry. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, our mystery knit along, we will show you Clue 4 at the end of this video,
Yeah.
just so you know. But Clue 5 will be coming out this weekend, and that's a final clue.
Yeah.
So we're really excited.
We're really excited. Like we love doing it, and I said this in the tutorial video. We love doing the
Love
MCAL.
it, love it.
But by the time it's over, man, we are so happy
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work from basically October right to
Yeah.
February.
It's constantly in
That's
our...
all we are.
But it's so worth it and so much fun,
Yeah.
and I love everyone. I try to comment on all your pictures and stuff like on Insta. So take a look this week if you're knitting it along. Take a look in the Clue for your FO hashtag. The FO thread will open up this weekend. Everything's kind of happening this weekend.
And just to get some hype for next year's MCAL, Jamie's designing it.
Oh no, we talked about Katie designing it.
Oh, right.
I got this.
But then I was like,
Right.
yeah, like I'm sure we've done like equal amount of MCALs. No, Jamie's only ever done
I
one.
was like,
so
nope,
funny.
didn't do that one. Nope, didn't do that
Jamie's
one.
like, well, you did the one last year and the year before. I'm like, wait, what was last year? Wait, what was the year before?
The year
yours
before was
the
me.
year. Yeah.
But we collaborate anyway.
It doesn't matter. It's whoever has the idea.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, because we taught, like, I mean, basically we'll stop talking about the MCAL for maybe 2 months and then we're straight back into deciding what. We
Well,
kind
you
of get
guys
like,
are always bouncing ideas and
Yeah, we
everything
kind of talk
off,
it out
right?
throughout the summer, and
Yeah,
we try
yeah.
to, figure
Nail
out what we
down.
want to do.
yeah.
I do have an idea, which I'll run by you,
Oh,
but
that's fun.
anywho, so that's just kind of housekeeping, and then because we're running our knit along, all of our previous mystery knit along shawls are on sale on
Oh, yeah.
Ravelry with no coupon code needed, and so
You
go
see
scoop
it?
those up.
Yeah, it's
I do.
purple.
Right here.
Are your arms long enough? Do you
Oh,
need Jamie
yeah.
to go gadget? Go gadget arms.
Go gadget arms, but look at that. My method this time worked out very well.
Oh,
I
yeah,
kept
it's on.
I kept everything except this sleeve is like, I think, a centimeter shorter. But I also haven't blocked it. I steam blocked it, thanks to Tanya, who gave me that tip, because I just wanted to wear it.
Yeah.
And she's like, just take your iron. She told me how to take my iron and how to do it so that I could just like flatten out the stitches but wear it like immediately.
Yeah.
So I will need a wash eventually if I
Yeah.
could ever take it off.
This
And
I
then-
want to block again just to soften it up that little tiny bit more.
Yep. I find that yarn can always use a bit of a,
Yeah.
it just gets softer and
But like I
softer.
always have a tank top on underneath, and I'm not like itchy. It's not
Did
bugging
you
me.
say it's Brooklyn Tweed Shelter?
Shelter.
Oh, it's that woolen spun.
Yeah.
It's just, or worse, whatever it's called. It's like so lightweight. I would knit more out of that.
And it
Anyway.
really blooms like after you knit it. Like it does bloom.
It's
This
lovely. I've
kind
got
of
2
woolen
weekenders
spun.
in that wool, and it's worth
Oh,
every
yeah.
penny. Worth
Yeah.
every penny.
Yeah.
A little bit more pricey, but
But it's nice and lightweight too for a thicker sweater. It's like not heavy.
No.
If that makes
It's
sense.
so cute.
well, no, because it's that's why
That's
it's spun
the-
that way.
Yeah.
So that is now, we'll just talk about what we're knitting. Katie has something totally brand new. I don't know.
I guess it's this one right here.
last week after the podcast.
I cast on the Whitmore because
Whitmore.
Jamie was knitting, or she was wearing it last week, and I'm like, okay.
And how do you spell that, Jamie?
WHITMOOR, not MORE, because you cannot find it if you spell it like you think it's spelled, because I could never find it. So WHITMOOR, and it's awesome.
Oh,
This
that's exciting.
is a fun knit.
I told you.
absolutely enjoyed this whole section. I didn't get tired of it
It's a
whatsoever.
very fun yoke.
Yeah, that was like me with the love notes.
I loved it.
Did I give you that shirt back? Your love note?
Yeah.
I finished it, right?
I haven't worn it yet, but it's been kind of cold.
I
So
don't think I
for
saw that in
yarn,
your ends.
Okay, yarn I'm using.
she's using discount, just like I did. Same yarn.
I went into Mom's stash.
Oh, yeah, by
so
the way, Mom.
hopefully, Mom,
Mom will never know.
you're not going to use this.
No, she'll know
It's
if she
too
watches
itchy
the
for you
podcast.
anyways.
No,
It is.
exactly.
It's just
Wear it.
No.
It's what we got it
Sport
at my friend's garage sale, Sportivo. It's like it's a wool acrylic mohair blend.
Yeah. I've already knit. I knit the Gramps, the red one, the adult
Yes.
one, in this held double, and oh my gosh,
You give it to
it's
Chrissy,
so
right?
yeah, it's
Did
so
she
much.
wear it?
No, I actually haven't given it to
Oh,
her
but
yet.
it's for Chrissy.
It's sitting in my bag. We will get it. I know as I was driving here, I was talking to Chrissy, and I was like, okay, I need to get you that sweater.
Get the sweater.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it just hasn't happened, but it is much nicer not holding it double.
It is, isn't it? It's not hurting your hand.
It hurt my thumb. It was weird.
Holding it double.
My thumb
Girl,
got
was that
really
a tighter
irritated
gauge?
from
Yeah.
it. It was weird. Anyways.
But I find it's not like, we're not super sensitive. Like Mom, like
Yeah,
to-
no.
It doesn't bother me. My yellow one doesn't bother me
No.
at all.
And this isn't bothering me. It must have just been whatever. Anyways.
It's so pretty.
I know.
Oh,
And I didn't
dang
do a
it, it's
gauge.
so
I
nice.
just did size large.
Yeah.
And just
Size large, and you went with it.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be just fine.
So, okay, there's
Way to go.
that one.
Katie's a knitting machine. She had it out yesterday ice fishing. And
Yeah,
she
I
was
did.
sitting there
Did
all
you get a
bundled.
picture of yourself?
I
Yes.
did, yes.
You need to send it to me.
Yes.
I have them.
And I sent
put
it
a
to
slideshow
you.
on Patreon
Oh my gosh, that's
of all the pictures she sent me
hilarious.
yesterday.
I'm putting a picture right here of Katie knitting whilst ice fishing.
Perfect. It was awesome. 'Cause- Okay, so
I gotta
then
pick mine back up.
I wasn't going to knit on this at all yesterday because I was pretty tired, but then I got the second wind and I picked it up and I've got
Did you
9.
separate?
No,
Oh.
I'm so close. I got 9 more rows,
I can't even. I gotta pick mine up. this
10 more
weekend.
rows until I separate for the sleeves.
I forgot my cowl.
What is this
Oh
called?
shoot!
Sorry, it just dawned on me.
Your new one.
I'm like, I have been knitting something.
Maybe if you didn't have 3 bags full of knitting and you just
I didn't mean to
willy-nilly
interrupt
grabbed
you.
it.
I just
Yes.
I was thinking to myself, I want to pick this back up, and I'm like, why didn't I knit on it this weekend? Because I was knitting my new design, which I promptly forgot to bring.
Oh, that
Sorry,
sucks.
I didn't mean to interrupt
It's
you.
a nice design.
But you got a sneak peek of it yesterday?
Yes,
if
you
you're
showed it in that
Patreon.
video.
If you're a Patreon,
Oh, in
then you know,
Patreon.
yeah, you've seen it.
So, I don't remember what this is called.
Winter Woods.
Winter Woods. I don't know if I have the
That's
cover.
okay. It's Winter Woods by the Petite Knitter.
I am loving this as well, but I'm over it. So I'm over the color work. I've
Yeah,
only got
no,
10
you're-
more rows left
you're
to
ready,
go.
you're
So
But
I'm
it's
ready
nice
to
that there's
separate.
something else
Yeah.
that you could knit on.
Yeah.
While
Well, I'm gonna finish it tonight, and I'll separate the sleeves tonight,
It'll just feel good
and
to get
I
that
will
done.
have it
Yes.
for next week.
Okay, I'm picking mine back up. I'm picking mine back
I
up
can't
this
wait to
weekend.
wear it. I want to wear it so bad, and it's gonna start getting cold out. I just want to wear it.
You just wanna
yeah,
wear
we're
it.
in like the pluses.
Oh, and the yarn.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been plus, but it is going to drop to -20 tomorrow night. So Katie and I are both knitting this, and we are using the Fisherman's Wool from wherever you get fisherman's wool. It's Lion brand. You can get it in a few different places. I think I ordered it somewhere online because I didn't have it at Michael's anymore here.
And I'm doing it opposite Jamie's colors.
Oh, I gotta get mine out.
This has been fun. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Because I want to be
wearing a
twinsies. Wouldn't that
sweater
be fun?
like this. It will be fun.
Katie. Oh, dang it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So there's jumping into 2023 with color work and
and
lace,
her-
all the things that I hate.
Who like is always like, oh, I don't like to have too many things on the needle. It's like one big thing, one small thing. And here you're like, I need all the yolks on the needles.
Well, yeah, I'm looking
I
at
know.
Jamie's sweaters. I'm like, oh, I want those.
We turned off the podcast last week, and she's like, I have to knit a Whitmore.
Mhm.
I have to. Let's go downstairs and look at the wool. I was like,
Perfect.
I love it. So, I love it so much.
Now I can just knit round and around.
Yeah. That feels good, hey?
Yeah, it does.
And Sarah, you're making all
Do
sorts
something.
of... Do something? Okay, so I pulled out... I'm designing a new cowl, but apparently I forgot it.
That's so funny.
Right? I felt like I was missing something. I'm like, I'm sure I've knit more.
Were you working on it last night? Is that why, maybe?
No, last night I obsessed about this.
So you didn't leave it here, did you? Are you sure?
No, it's in one of my mini
Okay.
bags.
Because
Definitely.
and we already got the tutorial video for that. Oh, actually,
Yes.
by the way, I did a tutorial video. It's not up online yet.
But it will be coming.
Yep, probably in the next. Well, it'll probably be shortly after this video
I think
comes
we
up.
said that 2 weeks ago.
Probably, but it's videotaped
But it
now.
actually is taped now, and it's how Sarah binds off her sweaters.
Yeah, with the tubular bind off or grafting bind, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it.
Exactly.
It's not grafting bind. Well, it kind of is, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
it
a
is.
Kitchener. It's essentially
Yeah, I think
a
it's the
Kitchener
tubular
stitch.
bind off.
Okay.
But it's all
Anyways.
done on one needle.
Yeah.
Not separating your knits and
And I don't
pearls.
talk too much about like how it's done. I just talk about like how I do it, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like I didn't get into the details of
No,
how to
it
do
just
it.
shows you how Sarah does it, and then
Yeah, and if you're familiar with Kitchener, you'll go, oh, that makes sense. I totally
which
get
I
it.
was happy to actually. I was filming her and going, oh, I get it.
Yes,
I get it, and I may actually even do it.
I'll do it. I'll
Nope.
do it for you.
I don't mind Kitchener. Do you know what I don't love the thought of is having that big long tail.
It's annoying.
That's annoying, yeah. But I think
But
I
you
would
worked
do
through
it on my winter woods when I get there. Because that's a nice worsted weight.
Yep.
Yeah. So aside from that cowl that I am working on.
Oh, hold. This is just a funny little tidbit. This sweater is what inspired the beginning of the My Sister shawl. Because you cast on provisional at the back of the neck.
Oh,
Is there a seam?
so you did knit this. Oh yeah, you knit. There's this right
There's
here.
a seam somewhere straight down here, and then you knit this part, and then you knit
Yeah.
this part.
Oh,
I think right there.
And I was knitting this when we started designing the MCAL. And
Our very
first
first
MCAL. Although I went straight into, like mesh off
That's
of a
right.
provisional
And
cast
you
on.
said we could start a shawl in the middle and work our way out.
Because I had just done my first one of these. Or I was working on it at the time.
Interesting. Oh, I want to knit that.
Because then it's knit flat, and then you bring it around, and and also this is where the inspiration for the Tweety crossover came from.
Fun.
I think there's enough yarn for me to knit one in
Are
that
you gonna
yarn.
knit one?
Jane, this is kind of like a dressier,
Could you
nice sweater.
imagine if we had the exact? I should count how
Whatever.
many skeins. No, I bet you there's
Because
not quite enough.
I couldn't even remember how much I used. Couldn't even hazard a guess. What are they, 50 grams?
You should, Jane.
No,
That
but we
looks
had like
so
11
cute.
of them.
Yeah, but weigh this.
Oh, I don't think I'm not doing that. Move along,
Okay.
move along.
Get
Move
your
along.
winter or your.
No, I have too
this
many
one.
other things.
Anyways, that's
I
just a
just
fun little
love
tidbit. I
what you
remembered
talk
that this is how I got the idea
Yes.
to do starting the shawl in the center.
That's smart. That's cool.
And then I always liked this technique and knew I wanted to do something with it, and this became the Tweety crossover.
Cool. Look at you.
Hmm.
There's just a little.
Look at us. Look at
little-
us. Well, that's a meme too,
Would
isn't
you
it?
just look at that? Well, there's that one.
No, there's like a.
Oh yes, there is.
It's actually
It's
Paul
a-
Rudd. It's a Paul Rudd one. I just seen the origin video of it on TikTok
Oh,
the other
okay.
day. It's like, look at us. Look at us. And then he's sitting in a car just like all proud of
I
himself.
like
Look at
Paul
us.
Rudd.
Oh,
Me
that's
too.
funny.
Anyways,
Okay.
sorry, me and my memes.
No, you just say them. Say them as they come.
Yeah. Or like yesterday, I was singing them to the Patreon.
Oh, I know we were singing.
Oh,
I picked up this old whip.
You're so close to being done.
I am done. I'm totally done.
Oh,
I'm totally
Oh,
done.
you've done it, like, actually done.
Yeah,
Well,
I-
you need to put the pockets on, right?
I'm actually done. I just have to sew on the pockets, and I ordered buttons. So this
Alright.
is nothing too fancy to show off, but it's called Nature's Cardigan by Ozetta. I've had it on the needles for a while because then I lost the yarn and the wool, and then I ordered more wool, and then
Found the yarn.
found it. So it is what's that yarn called? Briggs and Little.
Mm-hmm.
Briggs and Little, and when you start, the very first thing you do is knit 2 big giant squares for pockets, and they become your gauge swatch. And I have them, so I just have to sew them up. I found them yesterday.
Perfect.
I couldn't find them for a while because I did it like a year ago. So that will be a big kind of woolly coat.
Do you have buttons for it?
I just ordered them about a week ago. Not sure if they're gonna. No, I'm looking at these holes going,
Are they going to be,
I
the
don't
holes
know
are
if
too
they'll fit through
small?
there. Well, I did what, she has big buttons on there.
I think
I
it'll be
think
fine.
it's surprising how much you can stretch around.
Honestly,
the button
you don't
hole.
want it too big, because
No.
then they just fall out.
Fall out.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of a fun knit. Just did it like a
I like
kind
the
of janky.
color.
I need to soak it. If you've knit with Briggs, you know.
Yeah.
And it was knit a bit of a tighter gauge, so it's definitely going to be warm. And so I picked that up,
Perfect.
but I want to wear it with my MCAL is sitting right there.
I know.
And it's finished and it's blocked and it looks so good with this.
Yeah, it would.
So next week, we're going to give you a heads up that next week when we come on, we're wearing our shawls straight from the beginning.
Yeah.
Clue 5 and all, because you know what? It's close enough.
And we're ready to.
We're ready, and I'm going to wear that next week if my buttons come.
Nice.
That's my outfit.
Oh, see, there's my my
That's
MCAL. I can see my
hilarious.
and
string
yours
hanging
is
off.
here. Oh yeah, your one string.
So did
So-
all my ends yesterday, doing the blocking video for the
Yes.
tutorial. One string hanging out. I was like, dang it, I missed one.
Lone string.
Yeah, must have been like flipped underneath it. I just didn't see it.
Well, there's a few ends to weave in. There's just a few on the MCAL.
Couple few.
Hey, if you're dealing with mini skeins, you know you're getting into.
Well, that's just it.
absolutely.
When I call for 10 different minis, you know that equals 20 ends
Yes. And we know you
at the
could
least.
definitely do it as you go, but
Who
does that?
Who does that?
Not I. Do you want to talk about yours then?
I have to go back now, so you can
Do
tell
you want me to show my last thing? Okay, so yesterday, Sarah and I, we came over here because we couldn't podcast because Katie was out ice fishing.
But she wanted to show her stuff, so we decided to
So we
postpone
postponed
it
it
one
till
day.
today. Exactly. Because she wins for whips this week.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
the whip of the week winner.
What do I get? What do I
You
get?
get so many prizes.
Awesome.
We'll tell you later.
I can't wait.
You get to design the MCAL next year.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Quit
Prize.
winning all the weeks.
I know,
'cause
I know.
I think it'll be a sweater. The MCAL will be a color work sweater.
Right, seriously.
The arm from this pattern, the neckline from this
Yeah.
pattern. Just
There you
mix
go.
and match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie's favorite things.
Yeah.
So we were anyway.
Color
so
work.
Then yeah, exactly.
Lace.
right. All the things. We haven't had color work, you know. If I'm in charge, it'll be brioche and color work and buttons.
Yeah.
See if we can put buttons in every single pattern. Okay, so we were.
Oh, by then
anyway,
we'll have a new stitch we're obsessed
Yeah, I
with
know.
that will go in all of
this
the.
last year has been the button stitch. We just love it so much.
Yeah.
So we
This
had some
stitch
time
right here.
Yeah, we had some time, and so we hopped on Patreon as kind of just a trial because we've been having some sound issues going live over there. So we managed and it worked.
Yes.
So we hopped on
figured it
live.
out.
Yeah, we had such a good chat with you ladies. And anyway, I was showing my cowl and we started chatting. And Jody, Flower Hill Fleeces, she gave the suggestion of had we tried double knitting.
And I instantly went, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I would knit something.
But we had just been talking about double knitting.
Yes.
Because we were sitting with Granny the other night and she was talking about how she remembers her sister knitting 2 things at once, this whole double knitting.
Yeah.
And so it was just funny. So then she said, well, the petite knitter has a hat called Verso, and I think I needed to do it. So then I went home and I
Promptly cast it
promptly got the pattern, cast it on, figured out how to do it, and now I'm promptly going to rip it out after I show it here, and I'm going to recast on with slightly different yarn, and now I know what I'm doing. Because
Yeah.
I did,
That's handy though to do. Like,
like the cast on was definitely,
was
I
it the
needed
same one
to-
that Andrew Maury used for
Harlow?
whatever it was?
well, I've done a similar cast on.
No. What did we all cast on that had that tubular cast on, a really long one?
Sorry.
Oh, the Weekender?
I'm distracted.
I know. The
I
Weekender?
didn't.
But does that call for it?
Yeah, because it's the bottom edge, and it is tubular. You're right. It did call for it.
Yeah, I felt like it
I did it my first one and didn't do it my second one.
Yeah, I feel like I did the same thing.
I wonder if we should just pause for a second.
Okay, you know, this actually is funny because when I was rewatching the seasons or like episodes,
Season 1 of Cozy
oh
Up
my
Knits.
gosh, I don't remember what one it was, but there was fiddle music in the background, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it sounds nice, but it's super distracting. I was like, when was that? Like, when would we have had like fiddle music in
playing
the,
in
or
the
it was some
background?
sort of music. It was fiddle music.
We'll find out what episode it was, and then I want to go back and figure it
Yeah,
out.
it's
It was,
funny.
yeah, it was.
All right, there you go.
Because it's not like
Search and find.
Yeah.
See if you guys can find the episode with fiddle music in the
And it
background.
was like early on.
But that was like when we
I don't
were.
know if I don't think I was in it. I
Was
don't know,
somebody
actually.
playing it, like, because our granddad, he has put out quite a few CDs
Fiddling.
with fiddle, with
Yeah,
his
and
band.
it was just like off in the background.
That's
That's
so
funny, but it was distracting, just like that.
Well, that was like the one episode out at Mom and Daryl's, one of the first ones, and all the kids were inside banging on the drums and playing on the piano and stuff. And it was weird because to us, sitting outside, it wasn't that loud. And so my mind went to, oh, it really shouldn't come through on the podcast. But holy
does.
man, it does.
It does.
And I was like, I think I put a sound warning on that one. Like, sorry, the kids are banging on instruments inside the house. Like,
It's the phones have good microphones.
Yeah.
Which is what we learned trying to do our lives on a laptop, is that they don't pick up your voice like this
like
does.
the phone.
So apparently it also picks up everything
Oh,
around.
is
so
it.
that's what you guys did instead of the laptop?
Nope.
You did
No, we had the laptop. We have a microphone.
Callum's. We borrowed
Yes,
Callum's
that's right.
microphone.
Okay.
His big
Yeah.
ball microphone. So, all that to
Maybe
say,
one more row, 'cause you'll probably yap for a little bit.
yeah, I did, well, not that long.
Okay.
Well, I might even just rip it out here. I did cast on the Verso hat, so I didn't print off the title page. Actually, I think I did, but I think I left it at home. So I don't know if you can see it there. So essentially, you're knitting the inside and outside, if you don't know what double knitting is, at the same time.
Oh man, that's so cool.
And it's a really neat technique. It's not hard. It's just the cast on was tricky. But you'll see that it's kind of, so anyway, hers calls for worsted weight. She's actually using Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in this pattern.
So like, what do? On the
Whichever
brown
one.
stitches you use the brown, and on the beige stitches you use the
No,
beige.
but you have to pull both yarns come together. So when you're gonna purl, so you're always purling your light color.
Okay.
Well, for me, it's the light color.
And then
Yeah.
you pull both in front.
Yeah.
When
So now
you're
knit that
purling.
one with the dark. Now bring them both to the front, and now purl with the light color. That's all it is.
Oh.
It's not hard.
Okay,
But I'm also not following-
and I was starting. I was
Oh my gosh.
starting to purl.
But then you get into the
You can kind of get into the rhythm of it though.
yeah, there's definitely a rhythm, and I was enjoying it, which is why I'm actually going to rip it out and actually cast it on again.
Do it better.
I want to put that on my head and see. I also started with holding this back yarn double because it isn't a worsted.
Oh, right.
And then I thought, oh, my gauge. And I was measuring gauge as I went, and I'm like, oh, and then
I think it feels fine with this being a little bit lighter. Like it's
right. But what I really want to use, but it is lighter. So this, the one color I'm using, I went and found this downstairs. It's actually Knit Picks Eco Wool.
Oh, because pulling
Didn't
that
get
to the
out of
front,
this.
it kind of hides the pearl bump.
Well, because the pearl is actually the knit on the other side. Now do you see? It's
Okay,
literally
okay,
knitting
okay.
two different.
Okay.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
it's knitting the inside and the outside, so it'll be a really warm toque,
Start watching you.
which I need.
Okay, you're gonna start doing weird things.
But
on your
this,
hand.
what else I was using is this alpaca because that's so soft. So I thought that'd be a nice inside. But what I really wanted to do was use kind of like these two colors,
Mm-hmm.
but these are finer. So then I thought to myself, I might recast on with
Cool.
smaller needles, slightly lighter yarn, more stitches, because it's just
Yeah.
that's the repeat and
Yeah.
figure out the decreases. Or she uses this wool
Right.
in her pattern, and I'm like, I have
More of
In
this.
this-
well,
color
I have
now?
that and black would also look cool as an inside outside.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I am gonna pull it out because I also am curious.
Well, that's kind of funny
If it
that
fits
Sarah
my head
decided to
at
wear
this
the
stage.
sweater
Yeah.
today.
So I'm
Yeah, that
actually
is
gonna pull
really
it out.
funny.
Yeah.
That it just, and it was just, I'd been going through my clothes over the last couple of
I'll show you
days
guys.
in my closet,
Yeah.
and they were underneath on like my shelf. It was folded and underneath some of my pajama pants. So because I had pulled everything out of my closet and I was going through everything. And I was like, oh, right, I forgot about that.
See, I figured it would be too big.
Too big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you gauge down.
Oh, yeah, it's way too big. Okay, but I did get her gauge. So, but I knew just by looking at it, and then plus I had made that change in between. But now I can actually show. Okay, so it is actually connected though, hey?
From bringing that yarn to the front and to the back.
Okay, so it is, yeah, okay, so
it
it
doesn't
is
just come apart.
But here it is. See, I've made some mistakes, so it's also why I want to pull it out, but I want a hat like this. So I'm definitely motivated to go home and recast this on. And there's the cast on. I'm not sure if that's going to show up, but it's interesting. And she has a great, like, her pattern has little photos of every step of your cast on. So I actually found a video to watch, but then I actually went back and just used her pattern. It's well worth it. She has little, like, I won't show them because it's paid for, but look at.
Oh yeah, that's
the
good.
cast on. This is
honestly, I like to read my instructions. I don't love looking at somebody else do it and then me do it. I like to read it and
really
then do
good.
it.
Yeah, so Verso, Verso by the Petite Knitter, and it's a worsted weight, and I am going to redo this because I definitely want a hat like this, and I think it's a good knit just to have kind of along. But wouldn't it look nice? I kind of look nice with that green.
Oh yeah, good.
But it's so much finer, which will take longer.
But it'll be worth it though.
So yeah, I'm gonna play around with that and whatever.
It's nice that you've got all this leftovers though that you can play around with.
I do. I don't have a ton, like I do. Yeah.
But the green and the gray would look good though.
The green I have enough of. Gray, I don't know that I have enough of.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted to do one side green. And then this I have a whole nother skein of.
Oh, that would be
This
fine.
is that tuku wool that I used. Remember that Andrew Mowry, that Douglas cardigan that I did in that wool? It's kind of like, it's spun like that. It's really nice and light.
Okay, yeah.
And so I thought this would make a great hat.
If you're going to knit double, you have to knit the same wool.
Tip from Grande.
There we go. If you're going to knit double, you have to knit with the
Well,
same
Grant, I'm going to bring this over. I started double knitting. I started learning how to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show it to you when we're done here.
I'm listening to you. I should have kept it. Actually, I gave it to my sister.
Her sister.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, her sister.
That would have been
knit.
cool.
It was a vest, you said?
I gave it to my sister-in-law. I was knitting. I forget what I guess I was knitting a vest.
A vest, yeah.
Grande was knitting a vest?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Double
Helen.
knitting?
I guess Helen had got it going, and then gave it to her to keep
Just
knitting
knit.
on, just to work on.
Yeah.
And yeah, Granny's sisters were beautiful knitters.
Yeah.
We would just have the best
Oh my
time.
gosh, it would
We were young.
be the best.
Yeah, we were young.
But we would be sitting around just having a
Oh,
hoot right
just
now,
knitting with them.
just laughing and
Oh,
having a
wouldn't
good
that
time.
just be?
It would be the best time.
Yeah,
It'd
it
be
would.
the best though. It's in our blood anyway.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
So that's what I'm working on, and I will revamp that, and hopefully next week have something to show. Now you have made a big progress.
Yeah, so I am, this is the Shawlography by Stephen West. So I'm just working on my short rows. Let me get this all.
This is the MCAL last year.
year.
I mean 2021.
Oh yeah.
Because last year was 2022.
Touche.
Oh, this was a fun knit.
Yeah. So I'm just working on the short rows. Then I have a big brioche section that I'm really excited for. I haven't brioched in a long
Oh,
time.
it feels so good.
Very excited.
I almost.
Did it almost fall off?
Yeah, she's like spreading it out and it was like at the tip.
Sorry.
Wrecking my shawl.
Sorry about that.
So that's what I've been working on. I've been, what's the word? The word is not procrastinating, but like that. But I'm not intentionally, like I had reason to procrastinate the project that I have coming up. Not procrastinate, that's not the right word.
No. You've been
mulling. Like
you needed to bounce some ideas off.
Yeah, I'm doing a design for Kim from Ginger Snap for
I love
Knit
the
City,
ideas that you
Montreal.
And so now we've worked through some really neat ideas.
Yeah, and so I sat down, not last night, but the night before, and I was ready to like cast it on, opened the book, checking out some things, and I was like, no, I need to bounce ideas. And so me and Jimmy bounced quite a few ideas yesterday, and I have it nailed. And I'm so excited. But then I promptly planned a game night with my dad and did no knitting last night. So I just gamed. So that was good.
You got it out of your system.
But however, that shawl, I couldn't even have cast it on last week if I wanted to, because this Stephen West really hurt my hands last week from those baubles and from the folded flappy rows. It was like these 3 knuckles. I couldn't even.
Such a tight knitter.
I couldn't hang on to my yarn. I was like, I couldn't hang on to a coffee cup.
Oh, that's.
And it's not my wrist. It's my knuckles. It's these 3, and they hurt.
Yeah.
They don't hurt right now.
That's good.
So I think it was that bauble row just did me in.
Yeah.
It's my own fault. It's how I hold my needles. I hold everything really weirdly and tight. Like I all my grip and control is in these 2 fingers.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
I think we knit very similar.
Very similar. Yeah. And so like I'm holding my needle and my working yarn, and everything is done with these 2 fingers.
Sometimes
Which
it does
claws
get hard. Yes.
Which claws
Oh
this
my gosh.
finger, which also hurts. And then it's like if I've been knitting for a long time and I'm like, just have to stand there with my hands stretched out for a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Because you hold everything nice and loose. And I'm like,
Do you guys ever
Gripping
do
the tightest.
the knitting or the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do that
often like
actually
this.
Ooh, this
quite
hurts.
often.
And then pull it
It
back.
does feel real nice
Yeah.
to just
see,
give
back
it
I
a-
can go.
All right,
Forward,
everyone, just
Here
do
we
a
go.
quick stretch,
Put your-
knitting
Ooh.
stretch.
That really hurts.
It feels
You
so
need to
nice
do that
right
more often.
here.
This one's fine. It's this wrist.
Me, it's my elbows.
Stretch with Katie.
There we go.
There you go.
Do some knitting Pilates
Done.
with Katie.
Done.
Hand Pilates.
Love it.
Oh my god, this is way too big.
Oh
huge.
yeah, and this was in the day when I was like super obsessed with thumb holes.
Oh, yeah.
Except this thumb hole is on the wrong
Oh yeah. Totally.
side because I put it like
Same.
on the same. I had to have done it on this side, which I totally didn't.
That's hilarious.
It's on that side. So I'm like, oh,
Oh, that's
fantastic.
funny.
Yeah, there's no way to even like fake it. That way's not as bad.
You could cut it in.
But soon as I twist my
You
arm
could
Steak.
darn that up and stick it in.
and stick in on the other side, no, I would
wouldn't
just
even
darn up.
unroll.
Honestly, I would sew in both sides and just pretend that I didn't do that.
Right.
But I was putting thumb holes in everything.
I know. I remember that.
Maybe I'll keep this so I can.
Which is funny because it annoys my thumbs. Even on like those like poly
Yeah.
whatever kind of shirts and or the
Oh, okay.
coats and stuff that have that.
I know. I always feel like I want to put my thumbs in, and then once they're in, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, then I promptly kick
Pull
them
them
out.
That's funny.
So
Well, I think it's time.
I'll probably put thumb holes in Charlotte's though because I think she would
Oh,
like
you
that.
should.
Oh, she probably
why
would.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
So, anyways.
Okay, it's time.
It's time.
MCAL time.
Oh,
MCAL,
right.
MCAL,
Yeah, it's
MCAL
MCAL time.
Okay, we're going to show you our clue 4s. We're going to try not to
Spoil
pull
the
the
whole
thing
thing.
right up.
So if you don't want to see up to clue 4, possibly accidentally clue 5, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll flip it out if it happens.
And then next week we are coming on with them. So that's happening. This doesn't go up to like the day before the next clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's been
exactly.
almost a whole week that you'd have had clue 5.
Exactly.
So we're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're just doing it. Okay, so here we go. Clue 1.
There we go. Nice. Clue 2, the 2 greens. Clue 3, yellow and brown. Clue 4, there's the first color, a little bit more, and there's the second color.
So the twisted rib.
Yeah. Okay, put it down. You're hovering very
hovering.
sketchily.
Okay, I'll do yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here is mine. I cannot wait to hold this whole thing up.
I know. I'm so excited for you.
So there's clue 1.
Well, we did. If you want to go and check out Clue on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There's clue 2.
I do love your lace. I think it's your lace section, and those colors are gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's your favorite section.
Yeah. And clue 3. And clue, whoa, far enough. Clue 4 is kind of right over in this. Where's my finger? Right there. Okay.
Bam.
So, funny story.
Sarah.
I have my 3-color MCAL is perfectly at the end of clue 4. I could have held the entire thing up, not to had to hold it weird and like try to not
Forgot it.
spoil things. Totally forgot it at home, sitting on my table, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's in that bag. Okay, let's go. Probably
Just
left.
out you go.
Yep.
That's funny.
So, shoot. But
Next week.
yeah,
You gonna finish
it's
it?
not like there's we've got a lot of stuff to do next week. It's not like there's like new colors to show you, at
No.
least, right? Because it's
Yeah.
all the same color. So it's just, you know, those two colors
Just imagine
in
it
the
in
twisted rib.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But next week will be the final finale.
Oh, well, they'll be wearing them.
MCAL
Yeah.
finale. Get the third one done. Katie can wear one.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I could.
It's so quick. That is pretty quick.
Yeah.
If you want it to be.
Well, I was hoping to not. Anyways, we won't get into
We
it.
won't get into it. We'll talk about that.
Maybe tonight I'll just hammer through it. I'll put this away for a little bit.
Get her done.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that is it.
Mhm.
I think. I think anything else came in the mail? No, I think that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Check out JoJo.
Yep. JoJo.
She has nothing new in there, but
No, but she's been plugging a few things in, dropping
Throughout the
some
week.
things in throughout the week, and that is in the link below, as well as our Patreon. Come join us over there.
Yep.
And that is all.
you will laugh hardly at us if you join Patreon because we're always putting not weird things, but like, hey, click on this link for live. That
We
link
are.
doesn't work. I was
We're
like, oh, wrong link.
we're trying, we're getting there, but never a dull moment anyway.
No, that's true.
Okay, well, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Happy
Happy
knitting. Third fingers there. I don't know what that was.
That was a holdover from our video yesterday.
Finger